Hello, hello, and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. And today we have another pick a card or pick a deck. And today we are focusing on love and romantic relationships. So we are going to get advice, guidance, and look at the main energies for our love life, our romantic relationships. Then we're also going to look at what we need to release, right? And what we need to embrace or focus on. All right, so let's connect, ground, and center with the breath. Roll your shoulders back and let's take a deep breath together. Inhale through the nose slowly. Now hold at the top for a couple of seconds and exhale through the mouth, elongating that exhale. All right. When you release that exhale, making sure that you are letting go of any tension in your body. All right. Now, intuitively, when thinking about your relationship, your love life, pick a deck or a fairy that resonates with you. Ready? All right, let's get started with the yellow fairy today. Okay, so let's look at what's the messages from Spirit with this deck for you. All right, first we set the intention, right? We let the cards know what we want to know. So we would like guidance, messages, and advice about the energies in our love life and romantic relationships, what to release and also what to embrace and focus on. Now we say a prayer of protection in love and light for our highest good. Okay, let's get. All right. Very straightforward with the main message. And we have two cards here for what to release and what to embrace. So let's see. So the main message comes from the Three of Shields. That would be Pentacles in traditional tarot, right? And three is a number for growth, right? So when we have the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Shields giving us advice, it is to keep working on those things that we want for our love life. It is kind of giving us that impulse to not give up, to understand that if we are in a relationship, there are some things that we can work on, but if we are not in a relationship and we are looking to be in a partnership with somebody, um, it is possible, but we need to work on certain things. So what this card brings, or the reflection that it brings, is all right, is saying there is a momentum, right? The energies or the energy forecast say there is a momentum for growth. This is the energy of the number three. So there is growth, an energy of growth that can happen right now. And shields or pentacles says, and it's something that can materialize. There is growth that can materialize, but it's something that you need to work on. So the reflection is, if you are in a relationship right now, think of what is in your power that you can do to make this relationship grow and become what you are envisioning, right? What is in your power right now that you can do? So, let's say, for example, maybe you need to work on your communication style. Perhaps you need to spend more time with that person. Perhaps It is about being more understanding, doing projects together, whatever it is. There is a momentum for growth. There is a momentum for that relationship to go to more, to make it into what you want. But it requires some work on your part, right? Relationships usually require work on both, on the part of both partners. But here, this card is saying there are things that you can do and you need to reflect on that. Um, think critically and what can you do right now that could help your relationship, because the momentum and the energy is there for things to grow into what you want. Now, if you are not in a relationship or partnership right now and you would like to be in one, or whatever is your intention, it's saying there is that energy for growth. This is what the message from Spirit is. There is the energy for growth, for materialization of what you want, right? But it requires some effort on your part. So when a Spirit gives us a message, right? um, it doesn't always gives us the solutions. And that's why I always say there is not one set future that you can predict, because we do have free will. We have the gift of choice. So there is some message given, there is some guidance, there is kind of like that energy forecast given to us. And then it always comes with a question or a reflection of what we need to do, right? So in this case, the energy says there is growth towards what you want to happen. So to grow your relationship, to be in a partnership, or who knows, maybe you are listening to this because what you want to materialize right now is the end of the relationship. So, whatever, ask yourself, what is my intention right now? When I'm watching this video, what is it that I want, right? What is it that I would like to hear? So, Spirit is saying, whatever it is that you want right now, it can happen. It has that potential of the three of growth, of materializing, the pentacles. However, it requires work and steps on your part. So the reflection is, what can you do towards that thing today? What is it today or this coming week? What is it that can make this thing happen? Because it is work that you have to put on your part. Now, what is it that we need to release? And the answer comes from the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So let's begin. The Seven of Swords is a card of not trusting, of deception sometimes, right? And in this case, it is you need to release these not trusting, right? Perhaps it is that you do not trust the other person. Perhaps there is that feeling of that they lied to you, or there has been deception in the past and you carry that wound, right? Um, so what this card is saying, it is time to address that mistrust that you have, right? Why don't you trust them? Or even why don't maybe you do not trust yourself? So there is that feeling or that sense of not trusting. And this card, because it's in the release position, is you need to release not trusting, right? So maybe there is an expectation that if they have lied in the past or they have deceived you in the past, it will happen again. So you are waiting for the shoe to drop. You're waiting for that to happen. And this card is saying, no, it is time to release that, right? To have more trust, to release that thinking that somebody is going to do you wrong, or release that you do not trust yourself, right? And the Ace of Wands, that is that fire element and that beginning, and is when by releasing this mistrust, by having more faith in you, in the other person, in the relationship, in circumstances. By doing that, something new comes, right? Something, there is a new opportunity that grows from that. Every time we change how we approach something, we change our beliefs into something, and we empower ourselves towards something else, a new way is born, right? Okay, so what to release? The feeling of not trusting the other person, not trusting you, or not trusting the circumstances of you meeting someone or whatever it is that you want. Remember, there is a momentum for growth here, for things to happen that you need to work on. You need just to release that feeling of mistrust, and then the new path will open. And now, what to embrace? And it's the King of Wands, what to focus on. And the King of Wands is that masculine energy, right? So it is very authoritative, a strong energy, practical, and it's Wands. So it's the fire element, but it's also very passionate. And what to embrace and what to focus on is becoming like this king. So feeling more empowered on yourself, knowing that you can shape your future. And you do that with a magic wand. And what's your magic wand? Your intention, your faith, your actions, right? So that's where your magic resides. It's by empowering yourself, right? And by being this passionate king, that this passionate king puts whatever the intention is, knows what steps to take, and feels empowered, so not doubtful. And that goes together with mistrust, because when we mistrust something, be it somebody else, be it not trusting ourselves, creating that doubt in our mind, then we're not empowered. So there has to be trust and confidence. Okay, let's recap. The energies are there for growth, for things to happen the way you want. Now, it requires work on your part. What to reflect on? What do you want out of your love life? And what can you do on your part? What work can you do towards that? What to release? Release doubt, mistrust, right? And that will bring you a new way, right? It would open a new path. But now, what to reflect on? What is it that you're not trusting right now? Are you not trusting your partner? Are you not trusting yourself? Are you not trusting the relationship? Or are you not trusting the circumstances to be in a relationship? Reflect on what is it that you do not trust, right? By reflecting and by being aware of something is the first step into releasing it. And remember, when you're releasing it, a new path is formed. And then what to embrace? Feel more empowered, right? Know what you want, know and have the confidence in yourself and your abilities that that can happen with your action, with your intention and your will. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the message if you know somebody that could benefit from it. Remember, I offer private sessions that can be done from anywhere. They can be done on the phone, or I offer phone sessions or video calls, right? And it can be 30 minutes, 1 hour, or a quick 15-minute check-in. I also offer pre-recorded readings that can be sent directly into your inbox. So reach out also if you want more information. Now let's go with the blue fairy. For those of you who picked that one, to get more of an insight into your love life. All right. So we begin by loosening them up a little bit and waking them up and setting that intention. So we would like some advice and guidance for our love life and romantic relationships. We would like to, the main message, what to release, what to embrace in love and light for our highest good. Okay. We have two cards for the main advice, two more cards for what to release. So, and let's see what to embrace, what to focus on, and two more cards. All right. Let's begin with these ones. Oops. Let's put them in the order they came out. Oh, wow. So we got the Major Arcana 6, the Lovers, and another Major Arcana 7, the Chariot. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Major Arcana. So, difference between Major Arcana or Minor Arcana, also known as the Major Secrets and the Minor Secrets. So, the way I use tarot, right? Remember, tarot is just a tool, and it is the reader how or what intention or how they use it in their work. For me, I use tarot as a spiritual guidance, right? As advice from spirits on for something that it's for my highest good, for love and light, or for the highest good of my clients on what to do, right? So remember, predictions are very hard, if not impossible, in the sense that there are many futures, right? I always say there are many futures. Imagine if, like, the wings of a butterfly when it flies can have major changes. So we have many futures. And depending on our choices, our decisions, because we have from the Creator, from the Great Spirit, we have the gift of choice, right? And our decisions and our choices in every single area in our life shape the future. So it's kind of like a book of, like, choose your own adventure. That's how I see life. So the tarot with the Major Arcana is just giving you advice that it's going to be more impactful, that it's kind of, this advice is important, pay attention kind of thing. And the Minor Arcana also, it's giving you guidance and advice, but the major ones is just saying this is more impactful. So in this case, and before I keep on rambling, you got to Major Arcana, the Lovers and the Chariot. So what do the spirits of these cards are? What's the guidance for our love life, right? So the Lovers, right? So the Lovers are calling, like, for the position that the intention we asked, and it's saying, okay, so the energy forecast here, it's very good because we're asking about our love life and we got the card of the Lovers. So what this is saying is that it is the perfect moment to focus on your love life, whatever it is that your love life looks like right now, right? So the energy is there to focus on that love life, on that partnership, or creating a partnership with somebody, right? Now, the Lovers is also a card of choice, and it reminds you of what we were just talking about, choices. But what it is saying is that it's choices made from the energy of your heart chakra, from the energy of love, right? So the Lovers is saying, all right, it is the perfect moment around your love life, right? And it's also asking you to reflect. Your reflective question here is, put your hands on the middle of your chest, where your heart chakra is, right? Close your eyes if you need to, and ask, what choices are within my control right now to have the love life I envision? What are the choices I can do? And those choices can be changing your mindset, changing your thoughts, changing your actions, adopting new habits. So It's asking you to do something. You can do this exercise that I just told you, or any other way to reflect. Maybe you reflect going into meditation. Maybe you reflect by journaling. Maybe you reflect while you go on a walk. Maybe you reflect by processing things with a good friend. So, whatever it is, reflect right now. So, the energy is there. That's what the guidance is. The energy is perfect for your love life. But what are the choices made from your love language, made from that love energy in your heart chakra that you can make to shape your love life, right? And the chariot is saying it's not only that it is the perfect time to focus on your love life, it is that it, whatever it is around your love life, it's just gonna take off. It's just like the chariot. There is like this huge momentum, this huge energy moving forward, right? And it's opportunities are not lost. Opportunities just pass us by if we do not grab them. And the cards are saying this is the perfect opportunity to focus on your love life. You just need to reflect on what choices, decisions, actions, or habits you need to do right now that come from the energy of love. And then by doing this, everything will take off very fast. This is a chariot. It is fast movement forward, and it is successful movement. So it's not just like movement that doesn't know where it's going. It is movement towards a specific goal, a specific place. So by embracing this momentum, things will take off on your love life. So one little thing, if you are not in a relationship right now and your goal is to be in a relationship, know that it is the perfect momentum energetically for that, right? So focus on the choices and decisions that come from the center of your being, from that energy center, because by making decisions based on that energy center, not by fear, not by what other people tell you, but from the choices that come from that energy center, things will take off how you want it. And if you are in a partnership, the same thing. All right, let's look at what we need to release. And here, wow, another major arcana. The judgment answers, so major arcana 20. And we have the Empress, right? Okay, interesting. So, Judgment and the Empress. So, the reason why I turned the card around is because although I read reversals, I choose not to. So to me, reversals is that energy inverted. So I usually turn it because depending on the first card, it's already telling me, right? So for me, every tarot card has a lot of information, a lot of guidance, and it's telling us a lot. When it's inverted, what we can read is that either the energy is blocked or that it is in a protective mode, so telling you in the like let me word it right, the difference of what usually is. But for me, it depends also on the card that's right next to it, so that's why I turned it around. So because it was inverted, and I usually don't read cards like this, we are going to take it as this is very important. Look at this. You are getting all major arcanas. So that already tells me that there is a very important message here that we need to pay attention to. Then this card came out inverted when I don't usually read inverted. So this is telling me pay even more attention here. This is what it's calling me for. So this is in the release position, and judgment is what's brought us here, right? Judgment is a calling. Judgment is to look back into our life. So there is something in the past that needs to be released, something that you carry that is for where this position is, that it's not serving you. honestly, there is something in the past that it's important to look at, that it is not serving you. And the Empress say, unless you look at the past and what needs to be released, things are not going to grow. So the Empress is a card of growth. It's the energy of that three. It's also that feminine energy. It's that motherly energy, right? So the Empress is all about thriving, nurturing things, making them grow, just like a mother raising children or a person creating this great project, right? Is that same energy. And here it's saying, because it's in the release position. There is something in the past that needs to be released, and it has come at it's a 20, right? It's the major arcana 20. So we're nearing the end, the world, like the completion. And it's saying, you've been carrying this for a long time. There are things that you need to look into, to heal, and to let go of your past. Because unless this is done, things are not going to grow. And look at this. Even though it's the perfect time for your love life, and it, all the major arcanas are here, like these four, and saying it's the perfect time to focus on your love life, to make decisions out of love, and things will take off. But you need to release and heal things from the past that are preventing things to grow like they should. So look into the past, reflect. What is it of your past? And your past can be your childhood, it can be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or it could be last week. So what is it that, but because it's a 20, I would say it's longer past. So what is it that you've been carrying for a while that is an obstacle for your love life and it is impeding for things to grow? What is it? So only you can make that reflection. And once you've made that reflection, it is about letting it go, either finding what works for you to let it go, or healing, finding a good professional to help you heal that wound so your love life can take off how you want, how you deserve, and where you would like to go from here. All right, what to embrace? Wow, another another major arcana. Wow, out of 6 cards, 5 are major arcana. Wow. So really, this is an amazing reading. So the High Priestess, right? Answers of what to embrace. So embrace not only your intuition, because the High Priestess is that intuition energy. So yes, it's saying, yeah, embrace your intuition, embrace your inner knowing, embrace your connection to the divine that will bring you a lot of answers. But it's not only this. The High Priestess is somebody who's not extroverted, right? Who's more introverted, who goes inside, who does inner work in herself to find answers, to know where to go. And that's why we call it that intuitive card. So the High Priestess says, what to embrace? Embrace not solitude in the sense of isolation, but embrace getting to know you more, going within, um, connecting to your spirituality, right? This is what the High Priestess is saying. Go within, connect to your spirituality right now. You know, make that intuition grow in you, because all that is what's going to help even more in your love life. And it makes sense because the more we know ourselves, the more we know who we are, what we want, where we're going, right? The more we can not only attract the right partner, but we vibrate also in a vibration that attracts even more the right people in our life. So this card is calling right now for you to embrace solitude or time with yourself, to get to know yourself more, to connect to the divine, whatever your spiritual path or religious path is. So connect to the divine, go inwards, get to know yourself more, and listen to those intuitive messages that you're getting. All right. And the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card that sometimes it's about memories from the past, right? And it's interesting because the past has been touched here as something that needs to be released. And this is letting us know that by doing this work of the High Priestess, what that's gonna that's kind of like answering this. That's going to help us heal the past more. So it's by connecting to ourselves. And I would say, look at your past, the things that need to be released, and look at the relationships you've had, right? And um, if you were talking to your younger self, to the person from the past that chose those partners, that made those decisions, knowing what you know now in the present, right? Not only what you would have done different, but what advice would you give to your younger self? What advice would you let them know? Would you choose the same partners? Or from where you stand right now in the present, how what do you think? Would you choose the same person? What made you choose this person back then? So give advice to the past self while releasing the past that no longer serves, and also understanding why you got here. That's a good way to heal the past, by nurturing. And sometimes it is that work of nurturing the inner child. Here is not only the inner child, is that person that chose those partners, that person that maybe needs compassion and love for the choices that they made. Even if you right now say, I would not choose the same partner, I would not choose the same path, well, give love and compassion to the person who chose it, who most likely did the best they knew back then. But remember yourself of these lessons, learn them, heal them so you can grow and you can move on from the past. All right, today this has been a very intense and interesting reading for you. It is a great time for you to focus on your love life and romantic life right now. Making choices, connecting to your heart chakra, connecting to the energy center of your love, and things can take off in the way you want to towards your love life. Your past needs to be released. There are heavy things that you're carrying, and it's impeding, remember, we had to turn around. It is impeding growth, and it is that past, right? And right now, what to embrace, what to focus on, it's more connection with yourself, more time connecting with yourself, with your divine path, not so much about getting advice from outside or focusing your life on the outside. It's about focusing on inside, doing work towards your past to be able to heal this past. All right. I hope you liked it. This was a very intense reading. I can feel it. I'm an empath, and my psychic abilities and sensitive abilities get, when we have such a reading like this, I can feel it in every pore in my skin almost. So very, very intense reading. I hope you like it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message if you know somebody could benefit from them. And again, reach out if you want us to look at your personal situation and ask information of how I can help you in your journey right now, how I can accompany you with my coaching techniques and my cards, the tarot, as you gain clarity and you move forward. All right, let's look at the last deck for those of you who picked the purple fairy today. All right. I had to pause the video for a second and get a glass of water and shake off. That was a very intense reading we did for the last deck. So just to shake those energies so we can look at this for those of you who have picked the purple fairy and this deck. All right. Let's set the intention and let the cards know what we want right now. So we would like guidance, advice on what the energies say about our love life, and what to release and what to embrace in love and light for our highest good. All right. Okay. We also have two here. This is main message, what to release. Oops, they feel stiff here for some reason. What to embrace, what to embrace. Okay. All right. Didn't seem like the messages wanted to come out. All right. So, main advice, main message, the answer comes from the Knight of Cups and the Knight. The Knight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. All right. So, what are the spirits of these cards telling us as the main advice and main message, right? So, here, the energy forecast. Okay, movement. Things are, and it's cups, it's emotions, right? Are major arcana, but it's movement. It's a different type of movement than, for example, the chariot. The Knight of Cups, it's more about, okay, things that we can do moving forward and things that fill our emotional cup, so emotionally, it's more about taking actions, right, that emotionally make us feel good. And it's following your joy, but with action. It's time to take actions towards these things that fill our emotional cup when it comes to our love light and relationships. And the Nine of Wands is saying, hey, success, in the sense of like success is different for everybody. So when right now we're looking at the love life, right? So success for somebody in their love life may be starting a new relationship, their relationship improving or going to better, or their success may mean being able to end the relationship so they can start a new one or start a new path. So, whatever it is that you feel would be success right now, it is fully attainable. It is a nine, it is ones. So, it's that fire, is that success that you want, fully attainable right now. It requires action on your part. So, it's not about inner work, it's about taking action towards the things that feel emotionally good, right? So if you like somebody, it could be, or if you are in a partnership or right, you're in a relationship, it could be inviting them out on a date. It's bringing them a gift or writing it's action. This is what the Knight is telling it. It is action that you need to make right now towards, it feels emotionally fulfilling because it is about doing things, taking those concrete actions that will fill your love cup, and success is completely attainable with that action on your part. Now, what to release? And what to release, and we have more ones, and it's the Seven of Wands, right? And the Seven of Wands is a card that's usually very defensive, right? And is very guarded. Perhaps is somebody who feels they are always attacked and they need to be in the defensive, right? So here it is in what to release. So this card is also asking us to reflect. Have you been feeling defensive, right? What is it? Maybe it's about lowering those defenses that you have. Maybe it's because you're being defensive towards your partner. Maybe it's because you feel very guarded and in a defensive mode, even if you want a relationship, and that's what's creating that situation where people do not approach. So this is about lowering those defenses, lowering, not being so much in guard right now, feeling defensive, feeling about that you need to protect. No, to the contrary, it's about releasing. So bring that energy down. Don't be so much on guard. Don't be so defensive. And what to embrace, right? What to focus on. And the answer comes from the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles, we have very that feminine energy, right? And Pentacles are things in the physical aspect in life, right? Very tangible things that we manifest, that we bring into life, that are in the physical reality, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, when it's about what to embrace, it's to embrace her energy. And that is, it is a queen, so it's not about gender, it's about a type of energy. And the feminine energy is an energy that it is supportive, that it is more loving, kind, more gentle, right? But at the same time, it's pentacles. So even though she's loving, she's kind, she's gentle, she's supportive, she knows what she wants, right? And she's saying, adopt my energy, know what you want, right? What you want out of in this life, right? What you want out of that relationship that you're in, or what you want, know that, and then nurture it, right? That means put your energy, your intention, your love towards that by knowing what you want and by taking care of it like somebody who takes care of a garden, right? Who makes things grow, takes care of them, nurture them, nourish them, is that things happen, right? That's a lot of coaches who focus on success or in business always tell you to write down goals. And it is because goals are very important. And when we look at that, not from a spiritual perspective. So when we have goals, when we have, it tells it's setting that intention and it tells the energy where to go, right? So this Queen of Pentacles has very specific goals on what it is. So your reflection is, what is it that you want right now, right? And how can you nurture it, take care of it, and help it grow? And that's towards your love life. All right. So let's recap, because this has been a faster or a more settled read. The last one that we got, that was a wonderful reading but very intense. And this one, we did not get any major arcanas, right? And what it is saying is that there is also momentum, also things to move forward in your love life that take you towards success, but that require action on your part. An action that it's emotionally fulfilling, that it's making you emotional feel good, but you need to take action. The cards say it's not a time to be passive, to be just like thinking about something. No, do something about it, move forward in action. And what to release, lower your guard, release that defensiveness. So sometimes when we're defensive, we are also a little bit more aggressive in energy. So by lowering those defenses, by being more gentle in your approach, that's what to release. And what to embrace, it's the Queen of Pentacles, the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen is that feminine energy, and it's saying it is about being very clear on what you want, what your goal is, and tending to it, being consistent, doing things to help that goal in your relationship or your love life, but being consistent and loving towards that by taking those actions. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share my video if there have been any messages that you feel somebody you know could benefit from. And also, by subscribing, and liking the video, you help the channel grow. I put more stuff out there. And also, you get notifications. I have daily shorts and weekly videos, right? So today we looked at love life, and but other days of the week we look at work and career. We look at the weekend messages. We look at the weekly energy forecast. So like this, you get notifications of the daily shorts and the weekly videos. All right. So like and subscribe and reach out if you want more information about my services and how I can help you with the tarot, right? And so I offer live sessions that can be done either by video call or phone call, or pre recorded readings sent directly into your email. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your week and brightest blessings. Bye bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here.